Hey guys, look what we have here. A microwave. I know, right? What does a microwave has to do with Rusty Beauties? Well, it has a lot to do with Rusty Beauties because I have to eat too, you know? And I have a problem here. The microwave doesn't work. I mean, it works, it makes all the right noises, but it doesn't heat anything. I mean, even the noises are not the right ones, like listen. That doesn't sound right. Oops. That doesn't sound right, does it? And it doesn't heat as well, so nothing is right here. And yeah, I know, sometimes it's not worth trying to fix those. They're so cheap nowadays that it's probably cheaper to go buy a new one than fixing the old one. But you know what? I think it's worth fixing this one because it's been given to me by a special friend, Chef Tash, thank you so much. So he's been keeping it for me for the last, I believe, 12 years or so, and he's known me only for 2, I think. So you can imagine how special gift is that. He was keeping it for me 10 years before he even knew me. So I want to fix that. And you know what? I have a perfectly good working microwave over there, but I still prefer to fix this one. Because like I said, I don't want to disappoint Chef Tash and make him think that he kept this for 12 years for no reason, you know. Well, it worked, to be honest. It worked when I brought it home a few days ago. It worked for one night, and then in the morning it made a popping noise, and then that was it, and it stopped heating. So we're gonna start taking it apart, and I'm at home here, so I don't have too many tools. The shop is far away from here, so I'm gonna try to take it apart with the tools that I have, and they are not, like I said, they're not so many. And first of all, of course, we're gonna unplug it from the wall, make sure that it's turned off. And that's not all the safety that we have to take, because inside there's a big capacitor that is probably holding some charge, so we have to discharge this properly before we touch anything there, because this might kill you. Anyway, so let's see how to take apart this thing and see who lives inside and creates the microwaves. So apparently there aren't too many components that can go wrong here. The suspects are the magnetron, and there's also a little diode, high voltage diode, that can be the cause of our issue. So if it is the diode, it's gonna be an easy fix because we can just buy a new diode, replace it, and everything's gonna be fine. If it is the magnetron, well then unfortunately I'm gonna give up there and I'm gonna scrap the whole entire thing. But let's hope it is the diode. So let's turn it around again. So there you go. These are all the components apparently of a microwave. I thought it was a much more complicated device, but actually it is very simple. The magnetron, this is the magnetron, so this is the most complicated part which creates the microwave, but everything else is pretty simple stuff. So this is our capacitor here, and the first thing to do is to discharge it. So let's see how we do that safely. Alright, so to discharge it, I'm gonna use this screwdriver that I have here with a nice handle that is for sure doesn't have any cracks or the metal doesn't stick at the back, because sometimes, you know, people use their screwdrivers as chisels, they hammer on the back, and sometimes you can see metal showing up at the back. So my screwdriver is almost brand new, and I'm gonna make sure that I hold it on the isolated area, and also as a safety, even more safety, I'm gonna be using this cooking glove because I don't have any other gloves at home, but this is rubberized, so that's even better safety. And to be able to discharge it, we need to have access to the terminals, of course, but we have wires there, so we have to pull them out with this is the best pair of pliers that I have here. And of course, again, I'm gonna hold the pliers with a glove. So let's see. Okay. Okay. I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to shorten it easily with a screwdriver. I won't have access, so I have to figure out another way. Maybe I need another screwdriver. Okay. I have two screwdrivers in this case, so I can do this and this. Well, nothing happens. Okay, it looks like it is discharged, even though I was expecting a big pop, but nothing like this happened, so I guess it is discharged. So here's our diode. The first thing to check is gonna be the diode itself, and this is a transformer which transforms the current to from 110 volts here in, or 120 here in North America, to, I don't know, 6,000, 7,000 volts. There are a couple of micro switches here that are turning the system off when the door is open. We have a couple of thermal switches that turn the whole entire thing off if the temperature goes too high. So basically all the electronics here that control the timing and everything else, but they apparently act as a programmable switch, I should say. If these are closed, everything is gonna work. That's the main thing. And of course the magnetron, which is powered by this big transformer, and it creates the microwaves that make the molecules vibrate, and the friction between the molecules is what creates the heat. So like I said, our main suspect is the diode here, because usually the magnetrons are really reliable and they don't go bad that easy. I'm gonna check first the diode. And what is a diode? Diode lets the current flow in one direction but doesn't let it flow in the opposite direction. So if we take a ohm meter here, we set it up to a diode, we should be able to check if the diode is good or bad. So in one direction it should show us an open circuit, in the other direction it should show us a closed circuit. If it's open in both directions or closed in both directions, this means that the diode is bad, because it might be shortened or it might be open at all times. So let's see what is the case here. So let's see, in one direction nothing, we have open circuit here, because if we touch these together, you see here we have short. This means we have basically no resistance. The current flows straight. So if nothing happens here, this means we have an open circuit. Let's see if we switched directions, if we're gonna have an open circuit again or closed. We should have closed circuit here in this direction, but no, it is open again, which means our diode is dead. Well, that's a good news actually, because it should be a fairly easy fix, but we don't have a diode. Unless... do you think what I think? Yeah, I think so. Here's our victim. Alright, this one uses these safety torque screws that don't even ask me how I managed to take them out, all 5 of them, with the limited tools that I have at home. But anyways, it's done now, after lots of swearing. Okay, and surprise, we have the exact same thing here. So we're gonna repeat the discharging procedure here. Again, even though it was plugged in just recently, looks like it's not charged anymore. Well, that's fine. We're still gonna be careful, so we're not gonna touch the terminals of the capacitor. Okay, so here's our diode. Alright, here we have another problem now. If you see these terminals here, these spade connectors are a little bit bigger than the one that is on this diode. So I'm gonna have to replace it with one of these, which are pretty much the same size. So, alright, so I did that off camera. I installed the spade connector here, and I installed the diode where it's supposed to be, connected the other wires here to the capacitor, and now the only thing that remains is to test and see if it works. Hopefully. And of course, we never plug the microwave without the cover on, so we will put the cover back on. I'll just put 2 screws loosely. Okay, let's see now what's gonna happen. Plug it in. Oops, okay. So far so good. No fire. Okay, the moment of truth. Should I press it? Oof. Yay! Okay, the sound is much better now. Let's put a glass of water inside and see. I think it's... I don't know. Can't see nothing, but... Yay! Yay! It's working! Oh! So it was as simple as that. Nice. Nice. I don't like hot coffee, by the way. So that was only for the video. I shouldn't have warmed it up so much. Anyways. Alright, so I was happy that it was just a simple fix, as easy as one diode. A diode costs, I just checked online, it costs between $9 and $13, so I'm gonna order a new one for the other microwave so we can put it back together, and that's gonna be it. So I'm happy that the microwave that came from Cheftash works again. So Dave, the 12 years that you kept it were not lost. It came to a good home and it's gonna be used well, I promise you. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helps to someone who has the same issue, the same noises and no heat from their microwave, so they can fix their own. Well, it is possible that it is the magnetron in some cases, and that's what I learned, so if that's the case, then it is more complicated than just a simple diode, but in my case it was the easy fix. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.